What's up, y'all? We are
One Up Crew.
My name is Tariq, and I'm the director of One Up Crew. These are my family members. I thought it was a good idea to bring us all together to talk a little bit about Black Lives Matter movement, how we feel individually, how we feel together, what impact we can do going forward. What we can do going forward to impact the movement. So, I'm going to start first. This is very personal to me, obviously, because I'm a black male. I have been struggling with COVID-19 already, just a lot of mental things, not being able to sleep and just finding different ways to deal with that stress, I guess. And driving is a stress reliever for me. So sometimes I like to go out on late night drives. And I guess this was the first impact was not being able to freely roam and go and do things, and do small things, literally just going to drive without being racially profiled. The fact that I can just be black at the wrong place at the wrong time, and just be accused of anything, I could be just walking on the wrong sidewalk, or I could be eating at the wrong place, or even if I'm trying to do something good, it can be turned into a negative. My family has been checking up on me constantly, worried about where I'm going and what I'm doing. They personally don't want me at the protests because of all of the backlash that can come with it. Yes, I personally feel like we should all be protesting, but then my family has been on a different side where it's of course protesting is good and it needs to lead to somewhere, but at the same time, there's certain risks with being able to do those things. Risks people getting shot with rubber bullets, people getting gassed, getting arrested, getting beaten, all of these things that are happening, and it's clear, it's all over social media, it's spreading worldwide. That's why everyone's out protesting. But it kind of makes me feel indifferent because it's like a pull and struggle. Do I fight, with the intention of helping things? But also, if I do go out there and fight, I know that there's a possibility that can be me next, being hurt by the police, being hurt by people who feel indifferent from how I feel. And it's been a big fight for me and a struggle pulling back and forth on how do I contribute without hurting, the people that care about me. So that's where I'm gonna start. Anyone else?
I'm gonna piggyback off of Tariq's point of just being a target. I myself feel like I am a walking stereotype. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, I will always be looked at as the scary black guy. If I'm not having this big smile on my face and showing that I'm not a threat, or to people's liking that I'm not a threat, which is beyond scary because we go to a lot of places where typically black men aren't safe, and we usually go with a good intention of us being dancers and us being performers and trying to spread the art that the world loves from our people, and still being deemed as possibly being a threat or being detained just because I look like somebody that might have done something. As far as the protests go, with everyone, as far as how they're silently protesting and making their voices heard, which it's amazing to see, but it's messed up when you see people who have good intentions have that be diluted with people who just want to come up for their own game. Not a lot of people who even really research what's going on are out there just doing whatever so that they can come up. it's also scary to me because I have a daughter myself, and just taking her home over this last weekend was like terrifying. Me and her mom had to meet in Livermore because neither one of us wanted to go all the way out to the other city and have to drive an hour back to just to get home while everything was going on, because we could have been those people in Atlanta that got pulled out of the car for no reason, just trying to go home, just trying to make sure that we were safe, and not even being a part of like the looting of what's going on. It's definitely hard to talk about because I definitely know my grandparents went through a lot of the same things, being from the South, coming up during Jim Crow, and having to deal with a lot of the backlash that we still deal with today is like, it's indescribable, honestly. I just wish that everyone can find peace within themselves so that we can find peace amongst each other. Because a lot of people should heal internally before trying to heal a bigger cause. The trickle effect could be detrimental to everything that we're trying to do right now. But you know, just pray for everybody. I hope everyone's being safe. Everyone's staying sane and know what they can do to make their voices heard, make their fight legal.
Yeah, you want to speak?
Oh yeah, I just wanted to touch on knowing what to do during a time like this, because in reality not everybody's the same type of person. So everyone can have a different role, and that's something that I've been recognizing a lot, and that's what I've been seeing a lot and been exposed to, is that people are trying to figure out and recognize their roles. And I actually came across a post, and it's called the framework. And on there, they have a list of different things that people are. There are caregivers, there are storytellers. We're all artists in here, so our role in this is storytelling. Our role in this is to expose what should be done. Expose we need to look within ourselves and find that peace of mind and find that internal healing. So I've been recognizing the fact but trying to figure out my own personal role within it all too, because I know that I don't want to put my mom in a position of making me a hashtag or making me a statistic. And for my entire life, I kind of lived my life on not trying to be a statistic or not trying to be a hashtag. At one point it was a statistic, but now we're in the technological age, so it's hashtag. But we were statistic in the 90s or even before then, you know what I mean? So now I don't want to put my mom in that position of having to deal with that. I would never want her to deal with that. I would never want my grandparents to have to deal with that. So I have to find a different way. I can't be on the front lines protesting, and that's not to say that the people who are there are doing the wrong thing, because that's what they can do. That's what they believe in. That's in their heart. They have the heart to do that. But I personally have the heart to do other things and expose other things that are pure, because not everybody's going to be touched the same way I am. Just like how not everybody's going to have the same role, not everybody's going to be touched in the same type of way.
Thank you.
Check first. Good goal.
We good.
Anyone else want to speak on how they feel?
I'll speak on how I feel. I feel where you're coming from. I feel as people, protesting is good, but I feel there's more that we can do a little bit as far as reaching out to the youth. I feel the youth have more fire in them, and not violently, more so a fire to where they can create something for us at our age, and for the ones that are pioneers in Black Panther movements and whatnot, that they can create something for us to really make a difference. I feel the type of things that they do on social media, blackout days, not buying from certain companies on one day, I feel one day is not enough. I feel that it needs to make more of an impact to where, as opposed to waiting until July 7th or something, we should start at that current moment, and not just look at it for a day, look at it for the longevity of it. year from now, what difference is that day gonna make? You know, like, we just need to we need to take things at a different approach in some ways. Protesting is good, but if we're gonna protest, we have to continue to protest in a way that like, that really makes an impact to the world. So, for instance, I didn't see the video, but a friend of mine told me about a video where people laid down for 8 minutes, and it was like hundreds of people that laid down, but they did it one time. You know, if we did that multiple days, imagine the impact that would make. You know what I mean? If the world saw hundreds of people lay down for 8 minutes, just randomly, that would really bring to the world what's going on. It may not change the police mind for the ones that do have the mindset of killing blacks or killing, you know, other people of color, you know, or killing anybody. But imagine, I'm just saying, like, imagine that impact it would make if we take it further than just one day or something. You know, because, I mean, I fear for y'all, people of color. You know, I really do fear for y'all. Because it is a struggle to see people like us die on media and it be okay to most people. That's okay, and it's not. So we gotta really think about what we can do longevity-wise to really make that impact on the world, so we can really come together and make a difference. That's just a little bit though. Probably what I say. Just want to get back.
I guess I'll share what my thoughts are. Growing up, I was surrounded and I very much immersed myself into black culture, you know, from the music, the way I dress, just a lot of my personal interests. And even the schools that I went to, were highly in the Latin and African American, based people, and just being surrounded by that kind of gave me an idea of kind of like the unfairness that was out there. You know, it's like growing up in it, I've always kind of immersed myself in it, but I always would, even to this day, like, no matter, the clothing I wear, or like, the things I say, or, whatever I choose to do, the dance styles that I choose, like, I will never fully understand what it's like to be a person of color in America. And, growing up with a lot of people of color in my circle, and it's even people of the LGBTQT community, I've always seen unfairness happen in the world, and I've always took it upon myself to kind of counter that hate and that violence with positivity and uplifting people ever since I was young, but even to this day I've always wondered if I have this struggle within myself, what if I was kind of shying people away from the problem, you know what I mean? I've always thought what if I was just distracting people from the actual problem, and maybe I could have been doing more, maybe being positive and uplifting people wasn't really enough, and that's something even today that I was thinking, one thing I do know is that I don't understand, I understand that I don't understand, if that makes sense. And, these guys being my brothers, it's really hard for me to see these kinds of things on social media and on the news, because, I could wake up and, it could be them. I check my phone every morning just to make sure, all of my loved ones part of the reason why I got into dancing and why I love dancing so much is because it was a community where I felt like the color of your skin, your gender, your background didn't matter, and you were just loved and you were welcome because you were all, you know, we all had the same passion and the same love. And it's my wish that, you know, we can all see each other as, you know, as each other, you know what I mean? Like, if I look at this person, I'm not gonna look at this person as male, female, black, white, you know, I'm gonna see this person as a part of myself, you know what I mean? It's my dream that we can, as a, you know, world, come together and see each other for what we really are. You know, if you take away race, gender, and all these things, you know, we're all just a part of life. You know, and it's my belief that if we can see each other as just a part of life, as a part of each other, then we wouldn't need to teach each other how to treat each other. You know, you wouldn't do harm to yourself. If I saw this person as a part of myself, then I would never do no harm to this man or this woman or anything like that. And as of how I feel on a daily basis, I'm just trying to keep an open mind and trying to keep myself educated. And obviously praying for my loved ones and making sure they're okay. And just trying to learn as much as I can. I probably have more to say, similar to Twin, but that's just how I feel in this moment.
Thank you.
Going off of what you were just saying, I think it's also really important to acknowledge that a lot of people aren't going to understand what it's like to be a Black person in America, but if you don't understand, it's your responsibility to teach yourself and learn about it, and then do something to change it. Because I feel like everyone takes something from the Black culture, even like if you're a dancer or you're like an actor, no matter what you do, there's something that you've already taken. And you just don't acknowledge it, or you don't care to acknowledge it most of the time. And I feel like if you realize that there's an issue going on, if you just care about people in general, and you care about communities, small communities, like it's so important for you to just to like take that upon yourself and just teach yourself and try to find ways to make a difference. Like whether if it, like you start small and just quit supporting a business who doesn't agree with equality, or like say like, so in the town I went to high school in, there is a business that the owner was at the protest like threatening to shoot people. So what you can do is you can notice that and start small and just not go there anymore. So quit supporting businesses that you know have an issue with the cause, and like that you know like don't treat people fairly, and then build off of that, and you can take small steps to do something bigger as long as you just keep teaching yourself and taking it upon yourself and not relying on like your Black friends or your Black family members to teach you. You should be teaching yourself because it's not their responsibility. So.
Going off that also, as a non-Black person, if you're going to be participating in hip hop or some culture that's historically created by Black people, then I think you should also ask yourself, why? And like, what is your purpose beyond just like trying to promote yourself or trying to profit off it or gain off of it? How can you actually participate in a way that builds it and like helps contribute to the reasons why it exists? So like a lot of these cultures exist because of the reasons that Black Lives Matter, civil rights, social
reasons and helps promote change with those reasons, rather than just doing it to do it and promoting yourself and trying to form at WAD or some bullshit.
I feel, yeah, I feel you saying, and then I feel what everyone else is saying, and to piggyback off what Twin said, I personally feel like it's not just a protesting, like that's just, I feel like that's one form of our solution. I feel like educating our youth is another form. I feel like hurting the pockets of these corporations is another form, because I mean, you can burn the building, but they got insurance. You feel me? The way you hurt their pockets is to not shop there anymore, to not fund it anymore. But I'm not gonna sit here and tell somebody how to react to how they feel. That's what I'm not gonna do. If you feel like rioting is the answer, that's cool for you. That's what you want to do. I want to respect that. And I hope you respect that. I feel like protesting is another answer. You know what I mean? Like peacefully. And I feel like as long as we do protest and we donate and we educate our youth and we give back to our communities and invest in our communities, we can come up with change. And it has to be on a consistent basis. It can't keep being treated as a trend, is how I personally feel. Because some people, I feel, are posting mainly because they see their friends doing it without consciously thinking about what they're doing. I feel like with social media, like this stuff is normalized and it ain't normal. like I personally I'm trying to think, because to touch upon what X said, like being a target. Growing up, I felt I wasn't just a target of like police brutality. I felt I was also a target of my fellow brothers and sisters because I wasn't dark enough. And that's what really hurt. It's the self-hate from your own people. Just because I talked differently, like acted differently or something like that, I wasn't one of us. And that's what I feel also hurts our communities. Like I feel like we don't progressively make changes if we can't also look within ourselves and fix what we've done to each other. Like I remember that growing up, that was an actual thing. Light skin versus dark skin. And when you brown, you're in the middle, you don't know what side to go to. And when neither side wants you know what I mean? Like that, for me that hurt. That really hurt. And on top of that, being told growing up, like, you have to say this, you have to do this, you have to comply. Yes, sir. No, sir. You have to always stay on the side of the street. You always have to watch where you're at with people. You always have all these extra things that we have to do just to go to school or to make it home. And no one else had to worry about that. That always bothered me. And I don't see how that doesn't bother other people. You know, I understand that they don't understand, but the information's out there. It's readily available. And if you have people of color who are your friends, like you claim them to be, you shouldn't be scared to bring up the topic of race. If they really, like, your dogs, you feel your own. It's like, it's gonna be a tough conversation, but it's a conversation that needs to be had. You know? And if you lose friends or followers because of it, then they were never really your friends to begin with. I mean, I know I'm gonna say that, but that's just what I want to just touch on. Is that, yeah, but like, my dad walked in Martin Luther King Jr. He got sprayed with water hoses. He got the dogs in his hand, and he still made a better life. He still got out. You know what I'm saying? He fought for change. And I feel like it would be disrespectful of me not to do the same as that man. Like, I don't have kids, but I got like nieces and nephews. And this is the type of world that they're growing up in. You know what I mean? And I just feel like I can do something. I'm trying to.
it's not hard to know what the righteous way to protest, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard. And everybody has their own opinions on what's gonna get changed and what's gonna happen now or later. But if there's no organization, if there are no figureheads, we're all just running blind.
No. I decided to speak last because personally, I'm not like a conflicting type of person, you know? And I see all this going on. And like, for once, in my time being alive, where you can actually do something about it, is a chance for me to be like, no, dude, you shouldn't just sit there anymore, you know? Usually they play out, but this is a very like crucial time, like for everything that's going on and the time that is happening and how many people it's affecting in a very like everyday basis, emotionally and mentally. That's the biggest thing that I've been seeing is how much it's been making people go out of their normal character and just go in berserk of all colors, of everybody, and that shit's like not okay with me at all. And I wanted to speak last because it's a very weird fine line for me as, you know, an Asian American being born in the Bay, of being worried and wondering, will I say the wrong thing? Will I do the wrong thing? I don't know what to do sometimes, you know? But just being brave enough and not being afraid to just try it and just know that whatever you're doing is how you feel and you're being honest with it and just doing it, just doing it, don't be fucking scared, you know? And not doing it to be like, oh, I'm supporting this and that, blah, 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 for any whatever cause, for whatever else people are doing. And just trusting that, you know, yeah, there might be backlash, there might be whatever, but I'm doing this because I know who I am and what I'm standing for. And the reason for this is because, same with him, we grew up in the same town, we went to the same schools, we might be, you know, 3 years different, which in society-wise, 3 years does have a huge racial play gap. Things do happen in those times. You know, when I went to school, there was less Asians and whites when he went. I was one of the 10 Asians in my school. I got fucked with every single fucking day, and I hated it. And the only people who stood up for me were the blacks and the Latinos. The other 10 Asians were either faded up wearing colors, or they were too smart to even be around me. You know? So I was a weird fucking sort of between people as well. And I look like this, and I don't look like the other Asians. I don't fucking bang, I don't rep, you know what I mean? I don't have a fade, I don't have a fling. So I got fucked with all the time, you know? And that's why I stand here with the people, the feeling I remember of being protected and treated like family, you know? From African Americans and Latinos, you know? And the Asians that weren't